Welcome back, everybody, to Hurley's Hobbies. In this episode, we're going to continue on the fuselage. Let's get it building. Okay, now we got that in place. We got these little forms that go in here. Actually, this one goes on this side. You want the grain running this way so it bends better. And there's a little notch up here. See a little notch? It butts into that. And it should be like around halfway around the spar. You butt it to the outside, butt to the front. Excuse me. Okay. Now I believe you're going to take some balsa and fill this in. Use some 3/32 balsa by 4x8 balsa. Do not forget to sheet the top of the spar window across here with a 5-inch piece wide for this. This will be flush with the back of the spar and overhang the front by an 1/8 inch. It'll allow a lip for your windshield to mount later. Okay, so it doesn't say it on the plans, but I seen it in the pictures. I put a piece of balsa here to bring this up, so when you look from the inside, it'll be all the way up. And I put another one back here on this piece to help stiffen that a little bit. I just got that out of this piece I got out of my scrap. And this piece was part of the leftover from the top. All right, so my camera died like right away, but I glued this piece on, came back, glued all these cross these joints with thin CA, but I glued this on with, of course, medium. And then I came back inside and hit everything I didn't get with thin CA again. And I sanded with my little sand. I sanded everything. I did not sand the back here, because I don't know what, I think later on I got to put pieces on. So for now, my camera died, so that's where we're at. So now I got to put this little 5/8 piece in here, so I'm going to make that, put it in. I didn't tell you guys a lot of these measurements, like this was back into the 1/8 and stuff, because yours, depending on how you put stuff, it may be a little different. So that's why you don't see me telling you your measurements. And when I run the wood off I leave it a little bit long on one side. I mean, it's like a 1/16 at the most, maybe 1/32. And I run it longer on this side, then I cut it. When I cut it with my edge, I'm leaving like 1/32 on there. So then I can sand it back smooth and I don't have to work as hard. I mean, you can leave an 1/8 if you want, but that's what I did. Same thing on the inside here. I left a little bit on every one of my measurements, so then I could sand it back to it. I don't plan on, this isn't going to be a show plane or nothing. This is going to be a flying plane, so I don't plan on doing a cockpit in it or nothing. I'm going to build it for now for wheels, but I might probably later on I'll add floats to it. But for now, it's just going to be on wheels. I bought a Hanger 960. I don't think I told you guys, for the tail wheel. I got a Hanger 960cc Cub tail wheel, and I bought a Robarts landing gear for the front from Robarts, and the Cub wheels from Robarts too. Okay, so, but that still hasn't came in yet. The tail wheel has come in, so I'm not going to use the stock landing gear. So on to the next one. You know, I'm just trying to want to remind you too, I'm building this plane to fly. I'm trying to make it stronger. That's why I reinforced some of this stuff in here. I don't know if I already explained, but at my first one, it was already built, almost finished. It wasn't finished, but this whole cabin was finished. The main wing was, I don't think he had the wing tips on it. And I had to finish the plane, and then I put it on floats and come in. I had flown it quite a few times, and then it came in the one time, and when I came down, it bounced a little bit, but it wasn't even that hard, and the whole cabin thing here just, it smashed and broke it, and I just ended up just taking all my stuff out of it and got rid of it. And that's why I built another one. I built one from scratch, and that's why I do little things a little differently, because that's how I want. Like later on, in this, with this 1/8 inch by, it's supposed to be quarter, but it's not. I'm going to come back in later, and I'm going to reinforce these. I'm going to put a little bit stronger. I might even do this side, even though that's like quarter by quarter, this front one. I might double that. And this here, I might, you know, make it really wider, because the door is going to come back and hit against it anyways. So I'm probably going to add a quarter by quarter to this, because then the door just come back, give something to hit against. So I might even rebrace these thicker, just because I've had experience with it in the past of it. You know, to me, that's a failure point. So I'm going to brace these a lot better. And it was on this side that broke. I didn't feel like, I was so pissed. I just didn't feel like fixing it. I just built another one, because I was worried about it failing somewhere else. So that's what you get when you buy a kit that somebody else had started and didn't finish. And I don't think it was a real experienced person. So, not that we're all 100% professionals. We're not plane builders. But I like to reinforce things where I know, after having 2 of these already. The last one I sold it. So that one there, it was, I believe it, the guy up north is still flying it today. So, and I put it had a 50cc gas engine in it. The first one I think had was that CRRC 26i in it. The first one, but the second one I built it, and I think I reinforced the firewall and everything in the front, because I had planned on putting a 50cc in it, because I like to do a little more with them than they're probably made to do. So, onto this piece. 2 1/8. Two and 3/8. Do that again. There's that piece. So now we need to, I believe the next thing is getting this put onto the cabin, but we'll check the instructions and see. All right, everybody, it's gonna do it for this video. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe and hit that little bell. We'll see you next time.